Hello and welcome to today's Exercise of the Day video. Today we're doing a seated version of the swan dive. So the swan dive is traditionally done lying on our front, which isn't always comfortable for everybody. So this gives an alternative way to get the back extension. It's also very practical, isn't it? It's quite easy just to sit down in the chair and do it rather than come down to the floor. So whenever I'm sitting on a chair, I've got my feet flat on the floor. I've got a nice ground, I've got my knees nice ground, I've got my hips, and I'm not leaning back into the chair. Let me show you that side on, because I think that'll be easier to see. Okay, so the back of the chair is not a friend when you're exercising. It stops you doing the hard work. We want our core to be supporting us. To be honest, I've got quite short legs. I can literally have my back against it and kind of put my feet like down here, they're not touching the floor. If you've got longer legs than me, right, just make sure you're not pressing into the back of it. Okay. My chair is really nice and sturdy. It doesn't have any wheels on it. That's really pretty, that's really neat. Right, so no mat needed. Right, so I've got feet nice and grounded. I'm going to shrug my shoulders up to my ears and roll them down my back. You might want to take some nice deep breaths in and out to ease out any tension you might be feeling in your shoulders. I want you to release them back and down. We do a little bit of arm warm up before we take it into our shoulder bridge. So taking our arms in front of us. I want you to stretch one arm as far forward as you can and sink that back in. Stretch the other one as far forward as you can. So from the side, that's what it looks like. This effort is all coming from our shoulders, not from our elbows. So you inhale to stretch, exhale to sink back down into your shoulders. Feel the stretch across your shoulder blades. Let's change it slightly so that you're stretching both arms at the same time, so you feel that big stretch across your shoulder blades. 2 more. Super. Okay, we are going to take our arms together for this. We're going to start with hands together. We're going to let our eyes follow the movement of our hands. We're going to inhale here, exhale to float arms up towards the ceiling. Inhale to come back down. I'll show you myself a teeny bit further back. I won't go off the top of this. I exhale to float up. Inhale to float back down. Eyes are following the movement of my hands. And we're trying to start to get that back extension. Lovely. One more for me. And we're going to progress it in the next time. So this time we exhale to float the arms up. Inhale to open them to the side. Exhale to bring them back to the top. Inhale to lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, open. Exhale to squeeze close. Inhale to lower. Eyes are following the movement of the hands to the top, but then they stay looking straight up until your hands come back down and then they follow the hands back down. Let's see if we can do that 2 more times. Last one. Lovely. Shrug one shoulder back and down for me. Shrug the other shoulder back and down for me. Let's do both. Lovely. Stretch your arms in front of you, interlinking fingers. Holding on to one side of the chair as we stretch over and then changing sides. So we're going to float from side to side. One more each side. And you're done. Thank you very much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed and I hope you'll join me again another day for another exercise of the day. Bye.